2 cues.
Live from the Airport Hilton Hotel, it's the 1988 Jerry Lewis Telethon. And now, here's your host, Mike Darrow. Was that an opening or what? I mean, you saw Big Mo, and then you saw Big Don, and we're back in the big ballroom. Hi, welcome. With just a little over an hour to go and a total of 1,358,000. We want you to keep the phones ringing for the hour and 10 minutes we have left. Don't let them stop. We've got 120 of them. Keep them all busy, and you in your areas too. Call your regional phone pledge center and make sure you make a donation for this year's telethon. Wanted to correct one thing. When we had the 7-Eleven food stores people here, Peter Flack told me after we were off the air that Laurie Keehan, the store manager in Sarnia, is not just the high fundraiser for MD in Canada, she is the highest fundraiser in North America for the 7-Eleven Corporation. And that's up in Sarnia. Thank you very much. Okay, speaking of fundraisers, let me get in here and welcome some new fundraisers for us. For the first time, we have the Golden Horseshoe Jaycees. On my right, Lee Hall, Committee Chairman, and Neil Roberts on my left, Regional Director for Golden Horseshoe Jaycees. And then on the other side of Mr. Nixon there is Mr. Al Benaska of the Hamilton firefighters. So we'll talk, first of all, to you, Lee. Tell us about the involvement and what you've been doing for us.
Well, it all began when the Canadian Junior Chamber decided at their national convention to take on muscular dystrophy as a national program and allow each unit to decide to participate in the program of fundraising. The Golden Horseshoe District, through Mr. Nixon, set up the Pledge Center for the Golden Horseshoe and decided to run a casino with it. We have in mind a goal of $125,000 for the first year.
Yeah.
I am proud to say that as of 5 o'clock, through the wide open pockets and big hearts of the people of the Golden Horseshoe, we have raised $105,000.
$105,000, and you're going till 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, we'll be going till 7 o'clock. The casino is still operating, and the operators are there probably till about 8.
And that's at the Royal Connaught.
That's right.
Okay, and now let's talk to Neil. Neil, you have a few things to say.
Yes, I do, Mike. It really is a pleasure to be here this evening. And this, as we've stated, is the first time the Golden Horseshoe District has done anything like this. And at this time, it's my pleasure, on behalf of the Golden Horseshoe District Jaycees and all our supporters and sponsors, to present this check for $2,600, which is right now the total as of 5 p.m. from our casino in Hamilton at the Royal Connaught. And I urge all Hamiltonians to come on out, give us your support for the last couple of hours. We want to make this a great year for us. Thank you.
Neil, Lee, thank you very much. Mike, if there's one thing we've been trying to say during the course of the telethon is the importance of the volunteers. The Jaycees came to our rescue midsummer to make our Hamilton Center its most successful ever, and we're looking forward to a great relationship with them. Thank you both very much.
Well, they said 125,000. They're at 105 now, and they're still going to go to 7 o'clock at that casino, so make sure you get out there and help them out, because the total will come in after we're off the air. But thank you, Lee, and what, Neil? Yes? Oh, I did. Yes?
For this,
are we doing one?
We are doing a total at the beginning. Somebody said total.
Okay,
Let's
hit a drum roll, Terry.
See what we get.
What do we have now?
Look at this, Michael. Look at this. Look at this.
$1,460,195. Woo! And again, remember, that does not include monies that our corporate sponsors donate to us. That's only the phone, so keep them busy. We're going to go to Global's Mike Anscombe and Key 590's Bob Van Dyke, and they're still at the zoo. Hi, guys.
We're at the Elephant Pavilion at the Toronto Metro Zoo, and joined by Barb Chupa, who is the elephant keeper and has been for how long, Barb?
Oh, about 4 years now.
But you have been here at the zoo for the past 16 years, and you were telling me just a few moments ago that the elephants are your favorite. Now, why is that?
Well, because they're the most intelligent of the animals that I've worked with, and I've worked with most of the animals here at the zoo, and they're a real challenge to work with.
In this particular area, we have 3 females. The bull elephant is locked in, hopefully, way at the back. And the elephants have an interesting social strata, if you will.
Yeah, well, they each have a place in the herd. Elephants live in a matriarchal society, so that means that the women run things.
What else is new?
I was going to say, the one in the middle there is Patsy. She's the boss of this herd. She looks a little different from the other ones, but she was actually born with those baggy pants, but she's the boss.
Now, the elephants range in size, these female elephants range in size from...
Oh, about 4 to 4.5 tons, maybe even larger when they're full grown.
And they would eat today, for example?
About 300 to 400 pounds of food each.
And all that's separating us from them is about 15 feet, and that's it?
Yeah, and a few rocks and a little electric fence.
Bob, thank you very much. I know you have to get back to help feed the elephants. We're also joined by Bob Van Dyke of Key 590 Radio. Bob?
Yeah, thank you, Mike. We're talking to Dennis Desmarais, who was a representative from Bell Cellular. And Bell Cellular has been involved with muscular dystrophy for 3 years, you were telling me before, Dennis.
That's correct, Bob. As well, Bell Cellular is supplying the manpower at the different remote locations, and we've got cellular phones for people to make the pledges, so that there's still lots of time for people to come on down to the various locations and, if need be, either donate into the Goldfish Bowl that we have located here or make a call, as I said, on those cellular phones.
Now, that's a simple procedure, I guess, is it, to make a call on the cellular phone and make a donation? Nothing to it.
Absolutely. It's so simple. It's just like using your home phone. Matter of fact, we've stored the number in memory, so it's just a touch of 2 buttons.
Even I could do it. There'd be no problem.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Bob, yes, the zoo is open until 7 o'clock, so you've got an hour and a half to make a donation, and we'll be returning in about 50 minutes from now. Let's go back to the Toronto Airport Hilton. Gentlemen?
All righty. Thank you, Michael. The firefighters once again are helping us out. This time from Northern Ontario, we have Paul Langlois from the Cochrane Fire Department. Before you tell us what you folks did, you've got some other fire departments you got involved in this.
Yes, I do, Gene. We have 3 departments that came on board this year to raise money for muscular dystrophy. And the first one that they had a car wash was the Moosonee Fire Department up on the James Bay coast, $250. Smooth Rock Falls got in on the action this year and had a toll booth, $873.21. And the Iroquois Falls Fire Department raised $1,882.45 by having a toll booth.
Now, you folks, though, really have been involved in this for a while. How much did you come up with?
This year, Cochrane is pleased to present MD with an amount of $10,000, $2 per capita for our town.
$2 per capita. Stop and think about that. If we could get $2 ahead from every one of you that are watching out there, we would be in great shape. And here is a man who's in not real good shape.
I was talking to the Peterborough Pledge Center, and Rita Brew out there, she works for Lakeview Bowl, and first of all, she wants to thank her boss at Lakeview Bowl for giving her such assistance and also monetary assistance as well. They're doing super, according to Rita. There are 23,837. They've got a long time to go, and they said that the people in the Peterborough Pledge Center will stay there as long as you people in the Peterborough area call the pledge number and continue to pledge so that we can help the fight against muscular dystrophy. So do that, please. Keep calling the Pledge Center in Peterborough and in your area as well. Wherever it is, make sure you call with your donation with only just an hour to go. All right, Loretta at the VIP phones.
That's right. We're here, and I'd like to introduce you to the people who are working hard, taking in your pledges. First, we have Pat McCabe, who is with the Toronto Firefighters Association, and Deanna Nason, who is with Key 590 Radio. She is fantastic. She's on every night, 6 to 10 p.m. You should really take a listen to her. Then we have Jack McGaw, who is host of CTV's very popular Live It Up. Now we have a group of cabaret performers called The Imposters. First, Dale Barnett. Then we have J.J. Murray and Danny Love. And they'll be performing tonight at Donovan's in Hamilton, so you can catch them there. And I understand that you have some cold cash for me. How did you raise the money?
Well, we went around at the end. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be Carol Channing, aren't I? We went around at the end of the night after we did our show, and we said, people, we're going down to the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and we're going to give them some money. So all those fine people at Donovan's in Hamilton and in Teffels, they gave us $1,563.
Let's have a round of applause. Thank you. That's a lot of money.
Better.
Okay, and now here's our friends at McDonald's.
McDonald's has always been one of the great corporate sponsors of the Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon, and they are continuing that tradition again this year. Kathy McCloy, the marketing director of McDonald's of Ontario, and need I introduce Ronald McDonald. We are very close to that goal, that $65,000.
We sure are. You're right. $65,000 is our goal across Ontario, and we are getting numbers in daily, and we are going to reach that, but we need a little bit more help this weekend.
Yeah. And this is the big weekend, too.
This is the big weekend, but we do need your help. And Richard, here are one of my very special muscular dystrophy balloons. Come on down, folks, make a pledge and take one of the balloons home.
That's great. Come down to McDonald's. They have canisters. They have the balloons. Make the pledge, because every dollar you give, every time you make a contribution, you're helping one of Jerry's kids. And through the McDonald's Corporation, which has always been one of the great corporate sponsors, I know you have some people you want to thank before we go.
I sure do, Richard. I'd like to thank all of our customers and our crew for their support. They've been just wonderful through this month, helping us raise that money for muscular dystrophy. And they're going to get us to our goal of $65,000, I'm sure.
We are so close. One more time, Ronald. What are they going to get if they come down to McDonald's and make that contribution?
Well, first, we need your help. You're going to get a lot of happiness out of helping Jerry's kids. Come on down to McDonald's, folks. We do need your help.
That's right, Ronald. Jerry's kids, they need you. Come on down to McDonald's and get on the phone and make that pledge this weekend during the telethon.